new to the channel, my name's Dino, this is my partner Adam, and our fur baby Twyla. We love travelling in our Ford Transit camper van, travelling in our Jimny and doing tent camping, and occasionally staying at an Airbnb. So if you like free camping, paid camping, camping tips and tricks, camp cooking ideas, and the good old country bakery, you've come to the right channel. So if you like what you see, press the subscribe button and come with us as we travel Australia one town at a time. Now let's get into this episode. So we have just arrived to the Victorian/South Australia border, and we're about to cross over. Well, our van's over there, we're just not quite there yet. We're heading to South Australia, and our first stop in South Australia is going to be
the town of Millicent. So from here it's just under an hour, and we're looking at staying here for 1 or 2 nights.
We've been loving all the way here. I've been seeing all the plantations, they look pretty cool. Anyway, we better get in the car. We've got to get a couple of photos, hop in the van, and then go check out our caravan park. No, we haven't arrived. We're just driving through Mount Gambier, and of course, since we're here, we definitely need to visit the sinkhole. Now, we've had this on our episodes before, about, it would have been a couple of years ago. And so Adam's just going to grab the drone, throw it over the top so you can check it out. And Twyla and I, here we are, we're going to head down into the sinkhole and go take a look. Just when I thought everything was going to be so simple, I've just come across a sign, which I don't remember being here last time at all. It's got a warning sign and it says, "No dogs allowed." So it looks like, Twyla, you're going back to Daddy. So before I head down, I'll just show you the side view. This is from the bullet viewing platform. So if you don't want to walk down the stairs, or you have a wheelchair, because obviously there's stairs all the way down, you can come to this platform, and this is what you'll see. It's quite beautiful. So as you can see, you've got to be very careful on these steps, especially when it's wet. And all the way down, you get different vantage points. But we'll keep going down. It's pretty busy here today. And this is behind me. So this is the side. That's where we just came from. So you haven't seen this side of it. Twyla and Adam are up the top waiting, so I better go. But yeah, definitely worth the stop to come check it out. Doesn't cost a cent, and it's beautiful. You can have a picnic here in the park. There's play equipment, there's a bit of everything here. Absolutely great spot to come see. All right, Adam just got out of the office. We're just booked in. We literally booked this when we got here, didn't we?
Yeah.
Adam rang 2 hours ago on the way here.
And they close in reception around 7ish. They've got a fish and chip shop on site.
Oh, did they?
The caravan park is actually behind the reception area.
Yes.
Yeah, but where we are, there's 50 odd sites in the park. We're site 22, so it's near the amenities.
And nice green grass. See the green grass? Look how good that looks.
I'm glad we're here because there's not much shade, which is nice because it's actually going to be, we can stay out later this evening.
Yes.
In the sun. And the caravan park's not far from town, so we're there.
That's where we are.
CBD's maybe 8 blocks away. So a few minutes walk.
All right, it's been a pretty long day. It's been about a 6-hour or so drive here. We stopped maybe once or twice for Twyla, but otherwise, yeah, it was a really nice drive here. It is a Saturday, so, and we're pretty much going to be on the road for a good few weeks traveling through South Australia. And yeah, this caravan park, I could probably do a tour of it from this one location. It's still quite large, but I can pretty much see everything from here, so I'll show you around. So in the middle, that's where we are. That's powered sites, and then there's another kind of roundabout in over there, which is more powered sites. Then along here is the cabins. So they've got quite a few cabins all the way along and all the way back here. There's one permanent here. I don't know how many other permanents are here. And then you got the toilet and the facilities in the middle over here. And one little touch I do like, I don't think we'll get to use it, but you never know, is the fireplace. Look at this. They've got a little fireplace happening here. They've got wood over there for you to use. So you never know. Or someone might crank it up later and we all might gather around. But we're thinking we're just going to head straight. Adam's gone back to the van to feed Twyla. And then we can kind of walk in to see if there's seating outside at the pub to have dinner. But first things first, I'm starting this holiday off right. I've got myself a beer, scoff one of these back, and then we're going to head out. We're just walking out. And one thing we did notice when we drove in town are some of these old houses. Some have been done up like this. Look how nice that looks. And then you got the one next to it that they've kept plain. They haven't painted it or anything. But yeah, there's a heap of old houses in this town. Looks like we found the main street of the town and we've just come across this awesome piece of artwork. We love when they have pieces like this. All right, this has been very interesting. We've been to 3 pubs now and no one's got outdoor seating besides smoking areas where we can sit with Twyla and eat. Nor does any cafes or restaurants, and please correct me if I'm wrong, have any seating outside. So we're actually thinking about now going to IGA. Oh, and also, Adam, do you want to tell them?
Woolies closed at 5 p.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah, we've got to go buy something for dinner from Woolies. So now we're heading to IGA to see if that's still open.
I used to work at Woolies and we close at midnight.
Yeah, that's in Victoria. Obviously, South Australia's a little bit different. IGA is still open. I've sent Adam in and look, he hasn't even gotten far. Look at this. Adam, go get our dinner. I'm hungry. He loves these games. Did you get something for dinner?
Barbecue pack.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Sausages and burgers.
Yes.
Juice for the breakfast.
Yeah.
A coleslaw and an Asian salad.
Oh, wow. The things you've got to do
Yeah.
in a town with no eating outside.
Struggle.
All right, so we're going to head back for our barbecue in the Caravan park. But we're walking through one of the nice parks. This would definitely be a beautiful park to have a band up there and plenty of grass to sit around and watch it. We're walking back to the Caravan park, a little bit different from the way we walked into town. This takes you to the back of the art gallery. They have a bit of an art display there, but I'll show you that maybe tomorrow. They've got a skateboard park for kids in the park. They've got toilets, there's a barbecue area, and then they've got the biggest kids playground. It's insane. I'll take you inside just to show you what's in there, because if you're going to bring your kids here, they're definitely going to want to come here and check it out. And they've even got a flying fox. Anyway, I think you've got the idea. It's a very large park for kids. All right, we're back, and Twyla, we put her on the tether. We've connected her to here, and so she's on lead, so she can walk around a little bit. And then we've got the barbecue ready. Got my glass of wine out. This is a barbecue pack we've got. So we're going to cook this, and I swear to God, these birds follow Adam and I. Everywhere we go, they follow us. Listen to them. They're going to wake us up in the morning. Someone must have scared them. They've all gone now. See you later, guys. See you at the next town. I'll take it back. They're coming back now. Here they come. Oh, Lordy. This is going to be a fun night. These guys are having the best time of their lives. Might have to go join them soon. Well, this is looking pretty good. I reckon this is pub quality. What do you reckon, Adam? Not quite.
It's okay.
We wish we could have gone to a pub, but oh well.
Army would have been
maybe
good.
in the next town. But anyway, this looks fine. Twyla, I think Twyla wants a bit of barbecue too. She's really concentrating.
You're going to get sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she can have any of that.
The smallest amount.
Very small bit, Twyla, because you're going to be sick. All right. I'm just walking back through that park we walked through last night with the art. I'll show you a little bit of this artwork and then I'll explain to you what we're getting up to today. So this park and this artwork is right next to the gallery, the art gallery, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to go there today because it's Sunday and it's closed on Sundays unless you've got an exhibition on. We don't know if they do. So hopefully they do and we get to see it. Otherwise, I'll just let you know this is where it is. And if you're wondering where this is, it is at the council office. So if you look for the council office, and that's where the gallery is. Such a beautiful place to walk in the morning. Last night I booked tickets to the caves. So these caves I think they're about 16, 17 minutes away. So we're heading out there today. We might try to do one thing before then. But anyway, for now I'm going to finish my walk and I'm going to go grab a coffee. All right, I see a coffee sign up there. So let's hope it's open. All right, the cafe's open, and if we get enough time, we might be able to come back here for breakfast because there's actually a chair and table out the front. So excited. Can't believe I'm that excited about that. But anyway, let's go in and get a coffee. Okay, got my coffee. That'll get me through my walk. And also, I see there's another takeaway joint down there with a whole heap of tables out the front also. So it does come alive for breakfast, this town. So they're not disappointing us there. All right, back from my walk. Now time to get Adam up and get this show on the road. Twyla's probably still asleep as well. All right, we are ready. We got super ready so quick today. That's so unusual for us.
I slept in.
Adam did sleep in, but that's okay. I had lots to do. I had editing to do and things like that and my walk. But Adam has chosen to come back to... how do you say it, Adam?
I can come back to it.
Well, I've been here this morning, got a coffee.
Oh.
But you just didn't know about it.
But the A-frames got my attention.
Yes. Oh, wait, let me turn the camera around. That's what got his attention because it says what?
Coffee, cakes, lunch.
Yes. And it looks like the owner might be Italian, and I think Adam...
And kudos for the little illustrations.
A little illustration.
Let's get some.
All right.
Let's get some breakfast.
We better hurry up and get the only seat out the front. So we have our coffees. We got takeaway because we won't be here long because we've got to race to the caves. But and I got egg and bacon, not like a what is it called, focaccia, and Adam's got a croissant.
Ham cheese croissant.
Looks so good. All right, we'll get these eaten up, then we'll head to the caves. Back in the van, so where we go into the cave, it's 15 minutes from the town. So we're right in the middle of town and 15 minutes away, not far. All right, we just come across emus.
They came across us.
We were driving. Oh my God, we nearly ran them over. Well, here we go, got kangaroos and all. All right, we made it here safely. I don't think dogs are allowed in here, I'm pretty sure. So we're doing this separate. We're going to go in one at a time. So this is what you're greeted with when you get here. And I'll just turn the camera around and I'll show you the name of the caves. All right, so there's the name. And no, dogs aren't allowed. So Twyla is in the van with Adam. And I'm going to go first. And we'll go check out these caves. Also, I should let you know, I bought the tickets online last night, so don't buy them. They were only $16. They were really cheap. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Welcome to the Tantanoola Caves. My name is Paul, and I'll be your guide today. I'm going to start off by telling you a little bit of history as to how the cave was discovered. Finally, I'll take you in, show you some features, and then you'll be free to walk around, take pictures, and ask me any other questions that you might have. So in 1930, a young lad by the name of Boyce Lane was wandering along the up and down cliffs in search of rabbits with his ferret, when he came across what he thought was a rabbit hole. So he sent the ferret down, and he waited, and he waited. The ferret never came back, but that's not unreasonable because it wasn't a rabbit hole. Now, he's lost his ferret, he hasn't got a rabbit, and he's thinking, oh, I'm going to get in trouble if I go home without anything. So what do you think he did? He thought, better try and get the ferret back. He dove straight into the hole. We clambered along for about 3 metres of a tight tunnel and finally popped out onto a shelf. Now on this shelf he could stand up, but he couldn't see anything because it was pitch black. So as he did, he knocked some rocks with his feet and crashed and tumbled and splashed into the cave. And he thought, wow, this is a scary old rabbit hole, I'm out of here. Back down the hill he ran to his family home. The building in which he lives still stands there to this day, and you can see it as you enter the conservation park. And there, he found his older brother Clary. Clary had a big torch, and together, they came back with the torch, discovered the cave, and saved the ferret. And the torch that they used is still on display inside a souvenir case. You may have seen it before, or if you missed it, you're welcome to have a look at it afterwards.
As you would have heard, you're not allowed to touch any part of the cave, but here is a piece that was being broken off that they let you pick up and touch. It weighs an absolute ton, and it's very smooth from the acids from our hands and chemicals over times, making it all smooth. And this is why we can't touch things inside the cave.
Well, good thing I'm waiting with Twyla in the van, because Dean actually made a joke that he said while he'll be in the caves, I'm sure a ranger will come past. And yep, sure enough, there's a ranger in the car park right now, literally parked right in front of us. So if you do have a dog with you, yep, keep them in your vehicle. And there we are, just outside our window, the National Park and Wildlife Service.
Right, that was fantastic. I loved that. Definitely worth coming to see. I'm going to swap with Adam now. But one thing I wanted to say, I don't know if you could hear clearly the story we got told when we first arrived, but just where that plaque is up there is where the young boy went through and found the cave. So they've actually put a plaque up there for him. Let me turn it around, the camera around to show you. So I don't know if you'll be able to read that. It's a bit hard, but that's where he crawled through. But they've filled it in now. And now they have an actual door to go in. And my favourite part of this whole thing is I found out this is the very first cave, I think in Australia, where it is wheelchair friendly. So you can do the whole cave. It's a wheelchair friendly cave. You got a path right in there and you can see the whole thing. It's fantastic. So just outside the cave, they do have a walk you can do. It's a loop hike, and they have a map here. So you just walk up this way, and that just shows you a picture of it. And they do have toilets here also, so don't worry if you need to go. Oh, we're driving back, and with Adam's video in the emus. I think they're the same ones that we saw before.
Yeah, maybe.
There they are. Get away from the road, you silly birds. You're going to get run over. All right, we've headed back in town. Adam's just getting Twyla ready. We're just going to find out if we can take her into where we're about to go. We've come to Ant's Redgum Gallery. I think I've said that right. Yes, Ant's Redgum Gallery. This place looks absolutely crazy. So yeah, wood carving. Check this out. Let me turn the camera around and show you these pieces of awesome art that we saw on the way past and made us pull over. And can't wait to go see what's inside. Look at this. This looks absolutely incredible. I can't believe it's been carved. That is insane. Massive beast. And then over here, we've got a koala. So it looks like a baby koala up there, because there's a bigger one down here. Look at his face. Oh, wow. Look at the detail. The detail is unbelievable. Look at that, it's huge. And then in here we've got some hawks by the looks of it. And, oh, it looks like a crocodile maybe. And then over here, what else we got? Monkey or something? Oh yeah, he looks crazy. I don't know if you can see that really well because of the sun, but there you go. And they do sell firewood here also. Okay, we're seeing the outside. Let's go inside.
Inside in playgrounds. So a lot of them in playgrounds.
Then they're on Kangaroo Island. That's another playground, North Adelaide. That's Mount Gambier. That's Tailem Bend. So they're Murray Bridge, Tailem Bend, Meningie, Panola. Yeah, they're everywhere.
All right, so if you're ever in town, you definitely have to come here. The stories Ant has got is just incredible, from him having ADHD down to his leg being crushed. And the stories go on. There's more and more and more. I'll leave you some to come discover for yourself. And he was just telling us, so check out this shark. So before the wood has even been carved out, he visualizes what he's going to carve when he sees the log. This stood there for a few years, leant up against a tree, and every time he drove past, he said, that's going to be a shark. And here it is. Besides the fin, it's all one piece, and but then that was still part of the same tree. So, yeah, but it's just incredible. I'll show you, we'll go around, play a bit of music, and show you some of these creations. Here they got a bit of a wall of fame. All the different articles have been written about him. And he's even been on the news, he's been on the radio. Definitely a lot here to see and read. This is a great story about one of his pieces that ended up in the news because someone covered it up at an exhibition, didn't they? Anyway, it got him some attention, and that's always wanted. This is definitely one that my dad would appreciate and would absolutely love in his house, I reckon. This is where it all started, with this one carving. So he met a gentleman when he was injured, and like I said, all these stories are on a board, so you can read them all about them when you come here. But yeah, he used to do woodwork, this gentleman, and gave him a piece of wood and the tools, and just happened to whip this up and found a new talent. And then that led to these other pieces, which then led to all of this. And if you do come, it's free to come in, but you can always leave a donation, and that always helps. This is definitely my type of carving. Look at this. Cheese, wine, all the things I like, but I think I'll get a splinter eating it. All right, now we've headed down to the information office here, which will tell you places to go and see around the area, but the main reason why we're here is there is a museum attached to it. I'm pretty sure it's through there, so I'm going to go and take a look. I don't know if it's pet friendly, I don't think it would be, so we'll probably just take it in turns. But also there is a park right next to it, so if you want to get out with your dog and take it in turns, Twyla can hang out here. And also, I want to go check out what that is. I've got a fair idea. What is that, Adam? Did you see what it was?
What's that?
A big white thing in the background?
It's a
Windmill, thin fin. If you're travelling from Victoria to here,
You go through a wind farm.
you go through a wind farm. So you see heaps of these. And I said to Adam on the way here, you never actually get the real true kind of how actually big they are,
The size of them.
until you're right up next to them, because we've been up right next to them before. So I'm going to head over there and check that out before I go into the museum. And like we've just seen, there's some wood carvings here also, and this is for the, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Ash Wednesday memorial. There you go. And here it is. Look at the size of this thing. So Adam's up next to it. Can you imagine what they'd have to use to get this up into the sky? Oof. And there's a bit of information over here.
Okay. We were asking yesterday how much power does it create.
Yeah, how much?
Definitely worthy of having it. The wind turbine farm that we drove through supplies enough power to 110,000 homes
Wow, that's heaps.
per year.
Wow, I didn't think they'd make that much, but okay, that's pretty cool. There's some...
And the savings, the greenhouse savings equate to removing 215,000 cars from our roads per year.
That's great, isn't it? They need to build more of these, I think. Also, Adam's just pointed out how thin it is. Look at this.
Look at fiberglass.
Yeah, it looks like fiberglass or something. And there you go. And behind it, we've just noticed there is a dog run. So you can chuck your dog in there and they can go for a bit of a run.
Let's go there, Twyla.
All right, they're going to go there. I'm going to head off to the museum. Now, also, I should point out, next to the dog park, they do have a spot where you can fill up with fresh water, which is just there, and also a dump point and some longer car parks for if you're traveling with a caravan or a bigger size RV. So that's right at the back of the information centre. How good's that? Very RV friendly town. They asked nicely and they let Twyla in. They don't always let the dogs in, but it's pretty quiet today and Twyla is pretty placid. They give you a little mud map of everything that's here and you just follow along, and it all has it in a number order. So it's pretty well organised. Yeah, self-tour.
Self-guided tour.
And the first thing you come across is this old steam train. I thought the train was first, but no, the water wheelies, and you can press a button and it actually works.
So it's like a paddle seat.
And then number 2 is the train. So we'll go up and have a look. There's a few buttons you can press. Oh, look at that. Oh, watch out, Twyla. You'll be taken off. Bye. Wow. Is this a tiny home from back in the day,
So
Adam?
ring the bell, press the button.
So this is a train controller pillbox. Oh, it does look a bit like a pill. In here, they've got a few wagons, a couple of different ones. Ones that carried oil back in the day. Now, if you came to this town many years ago, you might remember a house with the shell garden, and it used to be open to the public. It started getting built back in 1952, but then eventually the lady, they sold the house, moved on, and they tried to save part of it and bring it here. And here it is. This is part of, I'd say that's probably the part of the garage, and they brought other bits and pieces here as well. But the amount of work that would have gone into it, as you can see here, and then down here, look at that. How awesome would that be? Walking through there. It's definitely larger than what I thought it was going to be, and now we're heading into, what is it, Adam?
The costumes.
The costumes. I love costumes. Now look at these. This is awesome. These are all like wedding dresses, and they've got, over here, they've even got stuff from like the, 60s, and oh look, old sewing patterns. Oh, look, Adam's hats. Where's your hat, Adam?
You know what? I was going to wear my hat today. But...
Yeah, you could have been part of this museum. Check out these old... I remember seeing them in movies. Look at them. And then this is the oldest costume they've got, from 1883, and then it goes through the years. So 19, and then all the way through to...
1960s.
1960s. Look at this. And then, oh, what's it? Oh, look how short that is. My mum used to have a dress like that, and that was from 1972. Look, this looks like straight from the movie The Great Gatsby. And yeah, 1921 explains it all. And now we've got some local history. Here they've got some pictures of the main street in the town. Some of the buildings. There's the main street there. This says home life, but how awesome would these to be to take camping? Got camp ovens and all. Kettles. So we've got a bottle collection. All the old irons. I seriously can't believe how much is actually here. Definitely worth the money you pay to get in, which wasn't much. There is just so much to look at. So make sure you leave yourself plenty of time because it'll take you a while to get through it. Look, this is just another massive shed and it's double the size of what you're seeing right now. Look at that. Huge. What a beautiful, do you call these carriages? They're so nice.
Yeah,
inside. Something a royal would be in.
It says this type was often used by not this one.
Yeah.
But this type is used by the Queen.
Oh yeah, it looks like something
in
a
the
queen would go in.
1800s.
This one here looked quite elegant. It's like a basket on the back and very lightweight. So I can imagine them zooming around with their horses with this one, as you can see in the photo. But yeah, and look at it. Look at this. They got these come out, and they would have lit them up. They were their lights back in the day, and they've got someone's taken the other one from the other side, and this is somebody here taking it for a ride in the street. Besides this looking pretty cool next to the old Shell pump, look at that. Twyla, oh, listen to those bells. Twyla's freaking out a little bit, so she's sensing something because. If you've seen our episodes before, Twyla's a bit psychic, and when she starts scratching into Adam...
Oh, she starts clinging onto me.
Yeah, we know there's something a bit spooky around, and Adam did point out she is right next to an old hearse, so I've got a feeling she's feeling something. Twyla, tell us, what are you feeling? Lastly, we've got a debarker. Yep. And you can see here, that would probably take all the bark off. Well, I think anyway. I wouldn't have a clue. So we thought it was all over. We've still got one more to go. This place is incredible. A lot of the old farming equipment. We've got some displays with wool. Well, that's it. We really enjoyed that. But when I say that's it, it was huge. It was unbelievable. And just at the back of the information office, they do have a bit of art, photography. So if you want to come down and check that out also on your way out. So where we drove through today, this is what happens when they do the harvesting. They're all ready to be picked up on the side of the road. Some really beautiful shots. Okay, so we've just arrived to the swimming lake, and these are the rules. Now it says no dogs. Now we're not sure if there's no dogs here or just no dogs in the water, but this place, I'll show you that in a sec. But first of all, we're just going to go order some lunch because there is the fish and chip shops here, and the caravan park is literally on the other side of this building. So here's the fish and chip shop. Let's get some lunch. Here's the menu, and this is the name of the fish and chip shop, but this is the menu if you want to pause and have a look. Right, so I've ordered lunch. The prices are so reasonable, and the caravan park actually runs this. So the guy that checked us in at the caravan park, he's making our chips. So anyway, let me turn this camera around and show you this swimming pool. This would be incredible on a hot day. So you got kids play equipment right there. And like I said, caravan park just there. And then down there, you've got some undercover areas you can sit. And so you're not in the sun. You've got a volleyball net down there, so you can play volleyball in the sand. You literally have a sandy beach. Look at this. You come down here, build sandcastles, walk straight into the water. The water looks amazing. There's a lane, swimming lanes out there, so you can swim out to the pontoon and back again. And then over here, they've got a little kids fenced off area, so the kids can play there, where the mums and dads can sit over here and watch their kids swimming. Plenty of birds. And then down on the other side, it's a little bit deeper on the other side. The whole thing's not that deep, but it is deeper on the other side, so they've got that fenced off. And like I said, dogs are meant to be in here in the pool, but we're not too sure about here. So, but Twyla's here until we get told off. And there goes all the birds. Also, they do have change rooms. So what did you get, Adam?
It's a pack for one. Fish, potato cake, dim sum, chips, sauce.
Yeah, it looks incredible. And then check out this. I got chips. This is a cup of chips. And their burger with the lot. That looks so good. I'm so impressed. And just taste one of the chips and tastes awesome. Definitely a proper Aussie burger, because it's even got the beetroot. Guys, I'm doing it. I'm giving these guys, the King Dinos, thumbs up. Their chips and their burger was amazing. Really loved it. And it even had pineapple on it. So when they say with the lot, it definitely had the lot. All right, now I'm going to do it. I'm going to go chuck my feet in to this water. It's going to be freezing, but I'm doing it for the channel. She thought it was going to be absolutely freezing, but it's actually not too bad. It's actually not too bad. Once you get used to it, it's all right. All right, we're getting Twyla settled in to head off to our next town, but this town, I'm like blown away. I just thought it was fantastic. I really enjoyed myself. Did you?
Yeah, I did too. What a surprise. The museum kept going and going and going.
Yeah, it was
so
unbelievable. The wood carving.
Yeah, ants works is amazing. So if you're in town, check out both the lake, the swimming lake.
Swimming lake.
Behind the caravan park was something different, and definitely be a winner in the summer and the warmer months.
Yeah, so if you're driving past, definitely pop in. The caravan park's there, and they're fantastic there. And he even served us, besides taking us to our spot, he just serves us our lunch at the fish and chip shop. So there you go. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, you just found us, make sure you pop down the bottom, like and subscribe, tell your friends about us, and until next Sunday at 5 p.m, we'll see you then. See you guys.
Bye.